far as what we've seen from Jake, we talked to him about it a few days ago. He said, hey, look, he's feeling good. He's now some time removed from surgery. What have you seen from him this spring, just fundamentally, that's allowed him to look sharp at times?
Jake?
Browning.
Oh, we got a lot of them. And you said surgery, so I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, he's doing a nice job. It's a lot of little subtle things. He's very much, he's very much a perfectionist, and so he comes to work every day really trying to elevate his game. I think he's been sharp, and I think he's gotten some good work. And I think there's, some new little wrinkles that we're doing that he's still working through and working on, which is great. I mean, I always enjoy watching Jake practice. I really do, because he's on a mission every day to try to improve his game.
And for him to be a fourth-year guy like that, I mean, what's it like for you to kind of see that he's still focused on things like footwork and having a better base and all these kind of little intricate things that most people may not really understand that are important?
If he wasn't, he probably wouldn't be our quarterback. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, we got too many guys that are focused around here, but that's never been Jake. I mean, he hasn't flinched since the second he's been here. He is always prepared at a super high level. So, I mean, that's just how it is, And I think Miles Gaskin and some of these other guys. I think Shane Bowman's another guy that's really done a nice job of showing up, every day, trying to get better. We have a bunch of guys that are like that, but those seniors know. I mean, there's not going to be, they know how to do it.
Chris, how pleased have you been with the dynamic in terms of defense doing well one day and the offense coming back and kind of having that give and take?
I just really pay attention to the energy, the attitude, the effort, the mindset, and I've been really pleased. I thought today was about as average as we've been. I don't know what practice is. It was. I think we got more to us in terms of those type of things, and so. But I think up to today, it had been very, very good, and today was. It wasn't bad, but we're not looking for it wasn't bad. We're looking for next level type stuff, and in terms of those things, we got more to us than that.
Were the players aware of that, how they practice, something that you had to bring up to them?
I think they were aware. There's that difference between, the majority of people work hard and get sweaty and don't improve. It's very easy to fall into that trap, and it's all in the mindset. You can tell when a guy is on a mission and when a team is on a mission to take the next step, and I didn't totally feel that today.
Is that something that, you're looking for them to take on themselves in terms of the coaches having to say that they're aware of that and it's something they're going to do themselves?
Yeah, absolutely. We could say, talk to the blue in a family. We can't make them do it, and so it always comes from internally. Yeah. Exactly what I'm talking about, which we didn't have enough of today out of the entire group. Guy comes to work. You can tell he's on a mission. Every rep he takes, doesn't matter if it's an individual drills and 7-on-7 or a team rep. You can tell it's a different mindset. It's really easy to see. It's really easy to see in an individual. It's really easy to see in a team. And he's one of those guys that has showed up every day. It comes internally. For whatever reason, he's on a mission, and if he can continue that for a long period of time, which most can't, he'll be something special at the end of this process.
Coach, Jim, it was announced yesterday, a big apparel deal
with
Adidas. How does that impact recruiting? What feedback have you heard from the players?
Yeah, I don't know. I know this. I have a tremendous amount of respect for Nike and really appreciate all that they've done for Washington. I appreciate what they've done for me in the past. I got a lot of good friends there, and so I really respect Nike. I got a lot of respect for Phil Knight, and but that being said, I think we're really excited about Adidas. I think they want to help us take this program to the next step and give us everything that they can possibly do to help us in terms of gear and marketing and everything. I think they're really excited to be with us, and likewise, I think we're hopeful that this thing gets approved by the Board of Regents. There's still another step or two, and but I think it's really, really good for this university. you know, we all know there's never enough resources, and it's a hard, you know, it's a big department that needs a lot of help, and Adidas is going to give that to us, and we're extremely excited.
Did you hear any feedback at all from players or recruits at all? Have you heard anything?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And so, you know, that's an extreme competition as well. You know, these apparel companies compete very hard, and there's some loyal guys on each side. And so we certainly heard. We heard.
How much does that matter at the end of the day for that type of stuff?
I think it matters how we play. We can wear nothing, and if we play really good, guys are going to want to wear that nothing brand, you know. And so, I think it's it's two sides. Like, we have to play good and represent that brand ourselves, and you know, we can have the greatest brand and greatest gear that is out there, and if we don't do our part of things, it doesn't look so good. So it's a two-way street, and we really, you know, are planning on upholding our end of the bargain.
How involved were you in the process, and given your relationships with Nike and did you feel that did you have to be convinced, or what did convince you?
Yeah, this was, you know, this is bigger than our program. This is bigger than any one program. This is about the school, and this is about, you know, the whole athletic department. And, you know, I think at the end of the day, it was, you know, it's always a hard decision because you have such strong ties. But I think at the end of the day, I don't think it was that hard for Jen because this was significantly different.
When you think back to kind of when you first got into coaching, I mean, how much has it changed that dynamic where the first relationship was just with kind of personnel and coaches and maybe, you know, fans and boosters, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, I have friends at Nike. I mean, does it seem a little bit surreal to think like this is the world we live in?
How much has this changed? I can't even believe I'm sitting here talking to you in spring ball from where I started way back in the day. I used to wear 49er gear to practice at UC Davis, and no one said a word, and it was awesome. Nobody around. We just coach guys because we like to coach them. So we can start there and go year by year if you want to sit here for a long time. But yeah, it's, you know, it's always evolving. There's always something that really matters. And this is part of our program and part of this athletic department program that really matters. And we just feel blessed that we're in a position to have somebody help us like they're going to help us. And we're really excited about it.
Coach, the biggest feedback we heard is with Adidas, with the uniforms, worried about change. How much are you involved in uniform design or say so on any of that stuff?
I'm going to go back to this. I mean, I'm just worried about how good we play. The rest is going to take care of itself. I mean, we'll get some really cool unis. I know that. But
Was there, I know the presentation was department-wide and everything, but was there any wow moments for you where you just saw whatever their pitch was, and was there a moment or two where you're like, okay, that's really cool?
I've talked to nobody from Adidas. I've seen nothing. This was, you know, this is not my department. You know, I got feedback and got information on terms of what's shaking down. It sounded like something we need to do. So I'm on board. I know Coach Hop's on board. I think the rest of the coaches are on board. I mean, this thing's going to help us tremendously, everybody. And so when you look at it like that, let's go.
With the option to have official visits in the spring, what are your thoughts on that, given that's one of the new changes that Din's ever made? And then is that something you put in the program? Do you see any positives in that and negatives as well?
Yeah, I see no positives in it. Yeah. I don't know many coaches that want spring visits. They're going to visit in the spring and then, you know, sign months later. It's hard enough when they visit during the fall, you know. I mean, we're at the far other extreme. We like when kids play their senior year and visit us after the season's over. So now you're talking about spring. But it is what it is, and so we'll make adjustments and figure out, you know, if there's guys that we have to visit in the spring, but we don't like it.
Do you feel that the recruitment calendar maybe is getting a little too far off track?
I think it just continually accelerates. That's another thing that pushes like guys deciding, you know, earlier and earlier. And I think that's when people make bad decisions. The coaches, players, recruits, families, you know, they got time. Let's see them play. Let's let them play more. But it is what it is.
Jen Cohen is almost 2 full years on the job now. How have you seen her grow into that role, and what's your relationship?
I mean,
how is your relationship with her development?
Yeah. The only bad thing about Jen being the AD is I don't get to see her as much as I used to. And that's truly it. I mean, she's money. I mean, she's, you know, I think you talk to anybody that's worked with her before she was AD, and everybody jumped up and down, and now you see her, you know, in that chair, and she makes really good decisions, and she really cares about people, and she's all about getting better, and she's all about getting this department better, and, you know, everything she does seems to be heading in the, you know, it is heading in the right direction. And it's hard. It's not easy. I mean, these are hard decisions. That one she just had to make is not easy. I mean, that's, you know, it's easy for everybody else, and everybody's got their opinion, but nobody in this whole process has done their homework, their due diligence, spent the time, the worry, the angst that Jen has to do what's right for this department and this university.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Okay. Thank you, guys.